we're here to say, look, we want to help. Your peers who've done it want to help. That's the great news is if you look at that and you say, okay, that's change, it's a challenge, but we want to do it together. And I love the analogy here that Michael brought forward about the wave. By the way, you can think about it as a tsunami, right? And the key is we want to ride the waves together. And in fact, technology change often comes in waves. And you know, if you look at the market today, there's major changes that are happening at the same time. AI and security. By the way, as Michael was saying about sort of pattern recognition versus actually going and just looking at signatures and you're 3 weeks behind, AI and security in some ways are almost two sides of the same coin. But the question is, are we going to turn these waves into opportunity? And by the way, regulation is even an opportunity as well, right? You can think of it as a wave of change. And as we saw, companies who successfully worked with regulatory change in other industries use that to win in their marketplace. And the interesting thing about these images, which I love, are images from a town that actually literally rode waves to success, and that's Nazaré, Portugal. And the images that you're seeing here are the reality of they're in the Atlantic Ocean, but they've been isolated for centuries because for whatever reason there's massive waves around Nazaré. And they were a little fishing village. They didn't have much economic growth until in 2011, a famous big wave surfer, which by the way was this cool video if you caught it of a surfer coming down, decided to drop into one of these waves. It was a record 78-foot wave. Now, fortunately, for Nazaré, that happened in the age of the internet, so you can imagine what happened. It became a sensation, right? And they embraced that, and it became a big wave destination. And over the next 10 years, their average annual tourist visits went from 80,000 to 1 million. And if you look at the quote here from their mayor, literally the waves transformed them into an international destination, right? And so what they did, Nazaré, is they turned a challenge into an opportunity. They literally rose higher and rode this wave because they decided that they were going to master that change. And that's what we want to do together. Now, you've heard many, many, many things that are suggested you should be doing, right? In fact, actually, I'm sure Michael probably asked why you weren't doing all of them. And you should do all of them. But I'd like to leave you with 3 suggestions that we can do together. The first is we can work together to secure every single one of your subscribers, including their identities. 2, we can help make sure that all your small businesses have secure networks. And finally, as Michael said about Smart Town, we can connect and secure entire communities. Together, we can do that. We can rise for your subscribers. Thank you very much. Please save the date for next year. We're really, really excited to see all of you again, and I hope you enjoy the end of the conference. Thank you very much.